the Baylor women, they've turned it around a little bit. They've got 5 straight Big 12 wins as we record our podcast here on a Tuesday afternoon. They will play again tomorrow against Oklahoma. What's just been the difference to you, after opening conference play with a couple of losses?
Well, perception is a big part of it, I think. What Baylor was supposed to be, and then they come out and lose at Kansas State and at Oklahoma. Well, what we've since found out is that Kansas State and Oklahoma are pretty good. Kansas State's a little up and down, but they're certainly looking like it. In fact, they were one of the top 16 seeds revealed in the seed reveal last week, which I was a little bit surprising. I've been voting them in the 16 range at times, but they're probably a bubble top 25 team, not a bubble team, but like in and out of the top 25. I think they're 25 this week, but a really good team, and you're playing them on the road, and then you get a COVID pause for a week, and then you got to go play at Oklahoma, and Oklahoma beat Texas the other day. They're a top 25 team. So that's a tough way to start conference. And, then they scratch out a win at Kansas, which they could have very, very easily lost that game and gone to 0-3. But, on the court, in between the lines, they've gotten inside outside going. They got Jordan Lewis, Jamie Asbury, and Sarah Andrews all hitting from 3-point range. And in Lewis, and especially in Andrews' case, scoring at all 3 levels. And that's a big thing, because if you're doing that, you become a real problem to guard, because Melissa in particular is so good around the basket. And Queen has been, been finishing pretty well around the basket. So all the pieces are starting to come together. In this world of hype, we tend to overreact a lot. And I think the 3 of us, I think we're pretty reasonable guys, and we overreact less than a lot of our colleagues, particularly in the national media. But, Baylor is floating to the top of the standings, as I predicted they would. So there you go.
Good call. And they had a triple-double recently, right?
Yeah, that's not the most impressive triple-double to me, because West Virginia was dead in the water 8 minutes into the game, or whenever KK Deans went down, they were finished. And it was kind of a stat monger type of deal, but any triple-double is a good triple-double, right?
Sure, yeah.
And Jordan Lewis got player of the week on the strength of that triple-double, and a good game against Texas Tech as well earlier in the week. But her really good game was against Iowa State, which was not technically counted in that player of the week scenario. But that was her best game, was against Iowa State.